Many of us dream of starting our own business and or being our own bosses. We nurture the shared desire for freedom to set our own schedule, to determine our own levels of success. A great number of self-employed individuals, however, start out their careers working for someone else. This can truly be invaluable training for those with the right mindset. They can learn how to organize, function, and determine their own management style. But for every future entrepreneur in the office, there are plenty of employees who will be lured in to the comforts of working for someone else and ultimately never make that critical jump. So what is it exactly that the future millionaires do differently at the office that sets them apart from the cubicle lifers? There are a few key attributes that indicate that a worker is thinking seriously about what it takes to becoming and signing the other side of the paycheck. So do these describe you or anyone else you know at the office? They think beyond their job description. The words that will never hear you come out of the mouth of a future boss are the one, "That's not my job." Career employees think narrowly about the confines of their role as documented on their job description. They avoid broadening the scope of their responsibilities and focus on what is explicitly being paid to do. Future bosses, on the other hand, can't restrain their curiosity about all of the areas of the enterprises they are working within. They actively seek out opportunities to engage in work that is beyond the borders of what they would initially hire to do. They also are not content to just carry out their work. It is always being conducted. They look for ways to present alternative opinions in their leadership about how their work could be carried out more effectively and more efficiently. Keep in mind that just about anyone can point out a problem or where things are going poorly. The real value to be contributed lies in the presenting the alternatives and the solutions for remedying the problems. If you can propose these proactively and elevate them to your boss before they become dire issues, you will know that you are operating with a boss's mindset. Another way future bosses think is they see their time as employees as an all-expenses-paid business education. They aren't dreading the hours that they spend working under someone else's watch because they consider it to be a form of paid business education. They have a front row seat to learn upfront about what makes organizations tick, invaluable knowledge that they can leverage in their own companies. They may even be able to identify lucrative niches that are not currently being exploited by competitors in the marketplace. Best of all, this intelligence and insight can be gathered on someone else's dime. In support of this education, they routinely find ways to meet individuals working in different areas of the organization so they can gain more holistic understanding of the marketing and human resources, information technology, and all of the myriad of components that go into building a sustainable business. They use their lunch hour effectively. When time is limited, their lunch hour is the most critical. They see this lunchtime as a chance to network with colleagues or to fit in a bit of exercises. They don't just stay shackled to their computers eating a sad desk lunch alone. Not only does it make for an unsatisfactory meal, but prevents them from really getting to know their colleagues and their surroundings. The difference is that the future bosses don't see themselves confined to a narrow box. They see every day and every hour as a chance for exploration. Why not use that chunk of time to ask an interesting colleague to meet and go for a bite to eat and get to know each other better? You can bring a prepared lunch from home to help you cut down on costs, but the important thing is to use all of your time as most effectively as you can. Your employer will always have more work to assign you. Don't fall into the trap of using all of your time to help someone else in their quest to get rich. The future boss will also take advantage of the benefits while they can. Working for someone else surely does come with a set of advantages that self-employed can only fantasize about. There are a whole host of perks and extra costs that are absorbed by your employer. Just think of the costs associated with your company picking up the health care, or paid vacations, or business expenses. It's critical to keep in mind that these amenities are used explicitly to lure in and maintain you as a happy employee. Going off on your own will necessarily require you risk giving up some of the comforts, a risk that some of us are more capable of taking than others. Rather than allowing a benefits package to keep them from working for someone else, future bosses are sure to maximize the benefits that they can to help steer them through the waters ahead. Most notable example here is with the benefits of a 401k. For as long as you are employed by someone else, be sure to make maximum usage of the free money that you can earn through such programs. Check with your accountant to see if your income bracket benefits you from using the tax deductibility and tax compounding you will gain from the account. You'll be happy later that you maximized while you could. But don't let this become the golden handcuffs preventing you from pursuing your dreams. Future bosses can also act or think as though they already own the place. No, they don't lord over others or expect others to do their bidding for them. What they do have is a sense of shared responsibility and a genuine interest in the health of the organization. While they maintain an attitude of learning and preparing to start their own ventures, they maintain a passionate commitment to the performance of their current teams. They know that the first step to becoming a leader is thinking like a leader, which means elevating the needs of their organization over their own daily interests. Through their own commitment to the mission, they build strong relationships that they can continue to leverage throughout their professional journey, even when they go off and launch their own ventures based upon their own ideas and concepts. There's nothing wrong with working for someone else. Most of us do it for large chunks of our career, if not for the duration of our working lives. Some of us may ultimately find that we are better wired for the life as an employee than as a boss, or even perhaps we prefer a role that falls somewhere in the middle, such as serving as a consultant or a trusted advisor to clients. Working as an employee may mean less freedom in some senses, but it can certainly provide some life balance, which is especially critical if you're focused on raising a family, for example. As an employee, there is a real trade-off. There will simply always be a cap on your earnings as long as someone else is calling the shots. So tell me, are you taking active steps right now to learn as much as you can about business from your company and organization? If not, you can start today. You can start to learn as much as you can so you can soon venture out on your own. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your comments. Post them on Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And be sure to register on my website, TonyNewmeyer.com, for special free training, gifts, and more. And always remember to live rich.